Come on, mate.
Let's go, last 30, work.
Come on, young man, look yourself. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, Saucy. Now we're talking.
Yo, what's going on, Team 20? I hope you're all super well. Look, I've been so busy today. I've finally done the mass order for the Stepzz grip socks. It's done, it's paid for, it's so exciting, but there's a whole lot of work I had to go through to get to this point. Now, in terms of when they will be available, we're looking at a month and 2 weeks. They need to be produced, they need to get over to Australia. There's a whole lot of things that go into it, but a month and 2 weeks is when they should get here. I've kind of worked out the logistics on my little notepad. And then they'll be available, so I can't wait for that day. So that's what I've been doing. I gotta go off to training pretty soon because non-stop with this. So sick, man, to see something that I've been working so hard on for the last nearly 5 months now become real. That's crazy. So I know you guys are gonna enjoy them. Just sit tight, another month and a half and they'll be here. Now I'm gonna shoot you over to Papa Tweety, who shot some extra content for his ground review, spoke a little bit about opportunities and whatnot. So I'm gonna shoot you guys over to him. I hope you enjoy it.
So I'm still at Camden. While I'm waiting for the game to start, I thought I might film some bonus footage for you. This time I want to talk about opportunity cost. You know, opportunity cost is everywhere in our lives. It's an economic term really, but I'll talk about it in terms of marriage, business, and of course football. So think about this. If you date one person, then you can't date another person. Well, you can, but if you commit to them, you can't. If you marry someone, normally speaking, you can't marry anybody else. So there's an opportunity cost there because you're choosing one opportunity which rules out the other opportunities. Now when it comes to dating, a lot of people avoid that by just dating all sorts of different people all the time. And I make no judgment about that, whether it's right or wrong, but what it does is preclude the opportunity to have a long-term committed relationship. You can't do both. So that's on the dating side. The opportunity cost of taking an opportunity is that you can't take another one. It's probably clearer when you talk about business. So lots of people think that if you're looking at investing or starting a business, you assess that business and whether you think it's going to be successful. But really the real key is that if you've got money to invest in a business, the real key is if I invest in this business, there's an opportunity cost. I can't invest in another business. So it's not just about whether this business might work or not. It's about whether there are other business opportunities that could be even better, because you can't do everything. Now all of this becomes relevant when I think about Sheldon joining Parramatta. I guess you're wondering why I was talking about it, but here we go. So Sheldon and I talked about Parramatta, and there's lots of different reasons why he's come here. But for my money, the real thing that I thought about was the opportunity cost. So it's really relevant when you're choosing a football club, and I've seen this over and over again. One of the problems with football is that you can't go on trial at 25 clubs at the same time. Normally you can only trial at 1, maybe 2. So depending on which club you choose to trial at, it has an opportunity cost. You can't chase all the other opportunities. Now if you layer on top of that this crazy transfer window where you've got 3 or 4 weeks to choose which opportunity you're going to pursue, and if you make the wrong choice, you're left with nothing. That's pretty cruel, but that's the way it works. If he goes to NPL 1, what's going to happen? A dozen games left, he'll probably sit on the bench for half of them, maybe play some 20s. Now this is in the context of the first half of the season. He's mostly been on the bench and played for 20s, and the season before that he spent mostly in England and Spain, where he didn't play a lot, particularly because Crawley didn't play games, unfortunately. So now we're at a situation where my view was the critical thing is to play first grade against men and get game time. So NPL 1, what's the probability? Pretty low really. Maybe he cracks it by the end of the season. but there's no point doing it for a couple of games. NPL 2, well, maybe a better probability of playing first grade, a better probability of playing his preferred position of number 10, and a better probability of playing 90 minutes every week. And then you come down to NPL 3, and of course, as you go down the divisions, a much higher probability. And I just thought the most important thing was, well, three things really: game time, playing against men, playing in his preferred position. Where's the best chance of that? At Parramatta. So grab the opportunity. But it's difficult. Football, everybody out there in the football community knows every time you choose a club, it's a gamble. And you can waste a season or two at the wrong club where you keep thinking the opportunities are going to come and they don't. Gambling every time. Think about the opportunity cost before you jump. That's my words of wisdom. See you next time. Bye.
And we're out of here. It's freezing cold, it's windy, it's really not that nice. Oh, I forgot, it's raining as well. Literally the worst combination of everything. So we're going off to training, a little bit later start, and it's a little bit closer, which is always good for me. Having to travel an hour and 20 minutes sometimes isn't the best thing. So this place is about 50 minutes, very close to Rydalmere actually. The coach has his own indoor center for training, and we're using that for tonight's session. So looking forward to it. The weather here has been absolutely horrible, so that's the reason we're training indoors. I think it's kind of small, so it's going to be interesting to see what we do. But hey, I'm just happy that training isn't cancelled at all. We need to be in that team environment. Like I said the other day, I haven't trained with these guys at all, really. Well, I've had 2 sessions in a game. I need to be around these guys as much as possible. So if we miss a session, puts me a step behind and puts us a step behind. So let's go off to this session. Oh, it's a disgusting day. Yuck. This is the training location for today. A nice little fence here. Muddy. How you going? So there's no noise on this first little bit. Sorry that it's filmed portrait, but I just managed to get these off some Instagram stories. Boxing sesh, man, this was tough. Oh, absolute killer, but that's, you know, that's training. It's never meant to be easy. It's always supposed to be tough to progress you and make you an overall better player. So let's get into the sound, finally.
Come on. Come on.
Let's go, last 30, work.
Come on, you have to step this up. Now we're talking, Saucy. Now we're talking.
Focus on your own. Focus on your own. You don't want to keep those deep straight. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Jackie Chan with it. Yes, love that. Love that.
Come on, Sheldon.
Just got home, man. I'm hoping that I put the footage in of the session. I know our coach was going around filming a little bit of it. We did boxing, and then we went into some possession, and then did some tactical work, and I think the session tonight, it was quality, man. We were very sharp. Again, learning the players that I'm playing with. I think this is so important, and I think it's something that's very hidden, I would say, amongst players. When you join a team, you need to be analysing your teammates, seeing what their qualities are, seeing what their tendencies are, and then playing off that. Especially as a number 10, this creative position, I need to see so many different things and watch so many things to make sure that when I get out on the field in the 11v11 game, I go out there, I go, okay, I know this player's going to do this in this situation. I know my left winger wants the ball exactly here. And that's the sort of thing you saw in the first couple of minutes. It was a letdown because I had a good opportunity to play a guy into feet. I thought he was going to run in behind. He didn't want it in behind. And you know, maybe in my other team, someone would have run in behind, but it's a different player. It's, you know, you don't blame the guy and go, oh, you should have run in behind. You go, okay, this guy in that situation, he wanted it to feet. Noted. It's all about learning, man. It's all about learning and understanding. That's what football is. So I'm going to head inside. We'll see what dinner is. I'm starving. I'm hungry. What time is it now? We started at 7:30 It's now 10:21. Can you guys see that? I don't think so. Anyway, it's 10:21. We're gonna head in, get some food. Dinner's cooked. I'm not sure what it is. We'll see. Here we go. The big reveal. We got some sweet mashed potato in there. Oh, looks quite small. So we got shavapi, which is like sausages without the skin. We got some asparagus, some snow peas, I think they're called. And then the sweet mashed potato. May need to add something else, maybe a piece of toast or something. We'll see how we go. Oh, there's some more sweet potato down there. So that's gonna be my dinner. Oh, I'm feeling it, man. That boxing in my shoulders. I gave Maddie a lift home. I didn't vlog with him because we were just too tired, man. Our shoulders from that, we were talking about it, wrecked. We were doing a lot of like this sort of stuff, just endurance, strength, and oh my God, so much pain. So it's freezing cold weather today, sitting in front of the heater. I better close this door because Papa Tweety and Claire have gone off to bed. Ate all my dinner, tired. It's a tough one tomorrow. I don't know what's going to go on with training. I assume we'll still train if we're going to be able to get something out of it. The rain and the weather conditions, it's horrible. Sometimes it's better to cancel, and I'm still going to get a gym session in regardless because this weather is crazy, man. Feels like I'm back in the UK, man. Those were the days. Those were definitely the days. So bedtime now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm keen to get into the gym, man. The gym program, it's awesome. I love seeing the progression in the gym. It's one of the most exciting things where you lift 100 kilos, especially with squat. That's those big sort of heavy weights where you're doing bench press, squats, deadlifts. It's exciting when you go from 100 to 105. That small little progression is what keeps me going to the gym. It's what keeps me motivated to keep pursuing and keep beating myself. It's like a competition with myself. I love it. So gonna head off to bed. 10:20. Make sure you like and subscribe and enjoy the journey. I'll see you in the next video.